I can't read that. Welcome back to another episode of Am I Going to Hit Myself with a Hammer While Working on Bikes? Y'all know Booger. We're going to be doing some things to try to get it ready for the 1,000-mile ride, which I may have mentioned once or twice. You don't get to see that till we get to 1,000 subscribers, so, you know, do that. We're like 200 short, so let's get there. We've got some boxes from Japan, we've got some boxes from Honda America, and we got some boxes from Amazon. Let's get started. First on the agenda is to try to wire up this Garmin. This is a Garmin Montana 700i that I mostly got for satellite communication and whatnots on the road. I'm not sure if we can do this without getting all the plastics off, but we're certainly going to try. No head camera today, so we're going to try to do this one-handed. All right, so it's not broken yet. That's always a plus. So the battery is there. As you can see, maybe. It's a lot of nonsense right here. This is what happens when you don't plan ahead, you don't have a shop manual, and you forget what you didn't do or what you did before. And also while we're down here, I'm going to put a battery tender lead on that from my drawer of many things. So we have a battery tender lead that I'm going to wire in. And so this is the Garmin. It's pretty big and heavy. We have to wire it in a way that doesn't interfere, but also is accessible. We might move it here and move this. So this can go here, and I'll just reuse this for the GPS. That might be the best way. But where it goes is less important than getting the wires in. And I don't want to take all this plastic off because it's a pain. So these all need to be taped, and I just need, you know, the ones for power. That shouldn't be too hard. Where is Mr. Heat Gun? Mr. Heat Gun to the rescue. After a couple minutes, which you didn't need to see, we're all crimped up here now, so let's just get it put together. Now we got to try to figure out how to get this fished through. There's some room there. And if I trace these things, come in through there maybe? So I'm really trying to not take the plastic off, and it seems like I might be able to fish it through. Maybe if can I just take it off a little bit? Might be able to just take it off a little bit. Let's try. So if you just take that one bolt off, you can matter of fact, I could probably take this off too. I think we now have enough room to get that in there without having to take the plastic all the way off. So we're going to go fishing, so I got this length of wire. Instead of trying to shove it down through, I'm going to put this down and try to pull it through the other way. Feeding it up from the bottom was a mistake. We're going to feed it down from the top. Much better. And then we can just pull this through. Theoretically, this would be easier. Theoretically. Relatively successful so far. We're not done yet. Oh. Time out. Okay. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy boy. Hi, Jimmy. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what's going on, because I haven't told you. Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy. This won't fit through there, and I don't want to hang the wires down, so I had to get a little star tip job from upstairs. I'm going to unscrew the connector from the mounting plate so that I can feed the wire through, so I don't have to do this from scratch. Jimmy boy. So now I need to feed this up through here, hopefully without damaging anything important. What's the hang up here? Jimmy, Jimmy boy. Hi, Jimmy, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy, Jimmy. Okay, back to work. Now I just need to reattach these screws and we should be good to go. All right, slowly making progress. This is all ramballed up. Now I think I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna put it where the phone was. And I have a whole drawer full of RAM stuff. So I got this extension or double ball, and I think I'm gonna rig this up so that it's better viewable from where I'm sitting. I don't wanna do the permanent mounting yet till I know exactly that the thing works, but I wanna get a loose idea. So if we do something like that, it sticks up and then we can see, let's see when we mount the thing what it looks like. You know, like have it like right there. Hi, internet. Hello. I think that'll work, having that right there. I'm gonna need to remount my phone, that's a thing, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's get this thing some power and see if it works. I'll also put this on at the same time. With the battery tender wire, I couldn't get the battery screw to go back on, so I just ended up giving up and just putting it on without it. The bike kickstarts pretty well. I'm not super concerned with it. One thing, I thought this was supposed to be switched power, but it seems like it's getting power all the time. That could be a problem. So I guess it isn't a switch. It's just on all the time. We'll see if the bike dies, I guess. It does work though, so it works. Okay, now I guess we can put the bike back together. Our next item that I picked up from Honda yesterday is a center rack. Shouldn't be too difficult to put on. It'll only take a minute. Now I probably should have measured because I got this to mount this bottle. This is an MSR fuel bottle, and it doesn't fit. See? We'll just have to like angle it, I guess, like that. It's kind of silly, but instructions. Go on the internet. Okay, well, I'm not doing that, so it's just gonna fit on there like that. It's just a few screws, shouldn't take very long. Apparently it's a 6mm, and you just gotta unscrew those. I mean, I'm assuming it can only go on one way. I mean, it's done almost. It's like 10 seconds. Well, it's on there now, but this doesn't exactly fit. Gonna have to put it off to the side, even like this, but this it's a little wide. Just sit it like that. Strap it there. That'll work. I'm gonna clean up and I'll get right back with you. Next up, and probably the thing I'm most excited about, is something I just got from We Bike Japan, and I need a knife. That'll work. Almost died. Practice knife safety, folks. Well, it's all in plastic. And also the instructions are in Japanese. It's a backrest. Now, you might wonder why I need a backrest. A couple reasons. 1,000-mile trip, you need a backrest. But the other reason is when I'm sitting here, I have a tendency to lean back, and this is flimsy plastic. So I need something to protect this from fat me. Not that I really need a reason. I always like WeBike because it comes super fast, even though it is expensive to ship, but whatever. So, no instructions that are in English. Let's see if we can read them in Japanese. We can't. I don't know Japanese, but when I say read, I mean look at the pictures. Can't see that. Wirus Win is this brand. I like this brand more than the other brand because it seems like it didn't push you as far forward, and I need as much space as possible. Is this a shock thing? Do I have to take the shocks off? I can't read that. Okay, so okay, so what it looks like is that this piece attaches to the shock somehow. So this piece goes in here like this, I guess. Let me start. I thought this would be the easy part. I'm gonna have to take the air box off, or the snorkel. And see, I can't get in to there. See, it's too far in to get, so I'm hoping this comes off pretty easy. Okay, it's down, but that's not doing me any good. It's actually worse. Well, that's the way things go. The thing you think is going to be simple is the thing that slows you down. To be continued. It's another day. I ended up going to Home Depot about 9 o'clock last night to try to get some wrenches, which they escorted me to the counter and checked me out. I guess they were made of solid gold or something, I don't know. But I didn't set up the main camera, so we're just going to finish this on a GoPro. I'll show you what's happened so far today. So we did end up getting the seat on. The instructions, which I can't read because they're in Japanese, don't have the tray on, so I left that on. I did manage to wiggle this off. There's a bolt here and a bolt there. I managed to pull that off. I did end up breaking that a little bit, but it's okay because these just mount. These mount to the shock mounts. It just slides in, so you just back the nut off and then you can slide this in. And then it's backrest. And then it also keeps my back from pressing up against this flimsy box that I got on. Also, while things were happening, we had this put on already, but then we added the phone mount, and I also added the Atlas throttle lock. So that's really the end of the video. It kind of fizzled out there towards the end, as my videos tend to do. The next thing to do really is see what our gas mileage is like with all this extra weight on here. We'll be doing that pretty soon. I think the only other thing that we need to add for this trip is a seat that I wasn't originally going to buy, but somebody offered to sell me a Corbin seat. So we're going to get that Corbin seat on there. It should be here next week, and then we'll have some adventures. Thanks for watching. Hi, Jimmy. What you doing, Jim? What you doing, Jim? Good boy.